Is that Donkey Kong lawsuit guy going to give you a lawsuit? Talking about Big Billy Mitchell? I don't know, man. I thought he was, but he hasn't. Maybe he's found the error in his ways, and he'll simmer down a bit. Thanks to the resub, Ago and Liam. What's going on with Panda now? Oh, I actually saw something really cool about Panda. Was it on the Smash Bros. Subreddit or the Switch subreddit? According to an article, Panda has now lost 80% of their players. Where? Well, not just players, players and casters. Oh, here it is. Over 80% of Panda Global's sponsored fighting game team has appeared to resign. And they have like a whole list here. Some of them I didn't know were actually resigning. So I knew all of the Smash players listed here were. So IBDW, Plup, Wadi, St. Cola, Coney, TK Breezy, and Vicky have all publicly said they're leaving. But it goes deeper. Even outside of the Smash community, it looks like Justin Wong, Punk, Kizzy K, and Hook Gang God, as well as Little Z, are all leaving as well. They removed any mention of Panda from their Twitters, which most people are assuming is like a subtle hint that they're not staying. So that would be approximately 80% of all of their talent, like their players, leaving Panda. Thanks to the Prime Small and the resub Trippy Insert Case Mad Dog Game and Tier 1 Crow and the resub Quaddy. And the Bits Turtles and So High. And the resub Brogert. Yeah, no, I mean, a big fuck Panda. They did it to themselves. Well, Alan did it to himself. I feel bad for all of the innocent employees at Panda who got caught in all the crossfire and now most likely will lose their job. Without their fighting game players and without the ability to run tournaments because players aren't going to compete, Panda will cease to exist. Unless they pivot into like custom controllers like the Panda controller and branch that out. Which I don't see them doing successfully. Because I feel like now no one's going to even bother getting that Panda controller. Cancel their pledge or something. Thanks to Tier 1 Ray and the Prime Chance and the Bits Mango. And the resub Hubie and Bandit. How long before Alan is forced to step down? I couldn't tell you. Even if he steps down, that doesn't save the company. Him stepping down is not bringing back 80% of their players. Like, that's just not happening. Alan has not said anything. For a man who's usually very vocal on Twitter talking about Peach being a badass and shit, he's been awfully quiet. And that silence is costing his whole company. Does anyone agree that an entire company should not be diminished based on one person's actions? I would normally agree with you, but he is the company. So his actions actively ruined the community. Like, the actual scene. It was so big to actually get Nintendo brought into the pro scene to partner with an organization, and Alan abused that power, which shot the entire community in the foot. So, no, in this case, I don't think it's overblown. The actions of one man, I think, accurately, like, the consequences are appropriate. Like, it's not like their CEO just had, like, some less than savory emails leak or something. He made a repeated decision to try and intimidate and threaten other tournament organizers to join his circuit and threaten to shut them down. And as a result, now we're in the position we're in here, where Nintendo now had to make a statement about all of this, so they're probably not very happy being in the scene, which will probably scare them off from working closer with any other orgs in the future, and Smash World Tour is shut down. So, now, if he had I will say, if Alan had stepped down after this information came out, if Alan had stepped down the next day, I think Panda could have saved face. I think they would have been able to move on. Be like, the rest of us at Panda had no idea what Alan was doing. This is entirely him, and as a result, he is stepping away from the company as we move forward. I think everyone probably would have stayed. But with Panda's statement kind of like deflecting the severity of what Alan's done, they buried themselves. They actually just fucking sunk it 6 feet under.